What's up, everybody? My name's Evan Tracy. I'm a junior boarder from Vashon Island, Washington.
And my name is Bobby Welsh, a senior boarding student from Roanoke, Virginia.
And this is Tornado Talk.
Today on the podcast, we have a senior day student.
Football running back.
And he wrestles at 190 pounds. Today we have Javon McMahan.
Also, little fun fact. I don't know if this is already on the script, but
Uh-oh.
#1 running back in the nation. Let it be known.
Let's go.
All the listeners, we've made it big.
Where was that posted?
This might sound bad, but if I'm being honest, I have no clue.
Oh,
It just
okay.
kind of like, it popped up on my Twitter one day.
Let's
like
go.
Someone tagged me in a little post.
Let's
and
go.
it was like the top 20. And then,
You're like, bet that.
yeah, everyone was just texting me like, did you see this? Did you see this? Like, did you vote? And I was like, I have no clue what you're talking about, but like, sure, I'll go vote for myself.
Blow it up.
I know I always see stuff on Twitter of like, people interviewing like Macaulay players after games. Do you have a favorite interviewer to talk to?
Ooh, okay.
Because I see this guy with like this big mustache. I always see this guy with his big mustache.
You're not
That's
hurting
the,
feelings, right?
I think you're talking about the guy that does the Scenic City Sports.
Yeah, that guy. But I don't know. What's your favorite? Who's your favorite? Is that a dumb question?
No. He was only there. It was the dude that does the TikTok. The like.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
yeah. He has the little mic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're talking about.
It was a TikTok that was like, this is why like stars or offers don't matter or something.
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
Oh,
Dude, that
yeah,
was a big
yeah, okay,
one.
no.
That was a big one. Yeah.
That
I remember, dude, everybody got a bunch of publicity, especially beating Baylor this year.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll
Let
talk
it be
about that
known.
soon.
Let it be known.
Before we talk about that, Evan will introduce our first game.
So, have you ever watched Tornado Talk podcast before?
No.
He said he didn't watch it all the way through.
Yeah.
It's okay. We forgive you. We can't all be perfect. Typically, we open up with a little game called Quick Fire. Do you know how that works?
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, we're going to ask you a series of rapid fire questions. You have to respond with the quickest time. We're sitting in the presence of greatness as we speak.
Yeah, I have the fastest one. We haven't timed it yet, though.
We haven't. Bobby, break out the timer right now. Favorite app on your phone?
Snapchat.
Do you prefer lifting in the morning or at night?
Morning.
Favorite thing to do in the Macaulay game room?
Pool.
Do you have any pregame superstitions?
Sleep.
Favorite teacher of Macaulay?
Miss Burns.
16:30. That'll be tough.
That
That
will
might
be
be close.
tough.
That might be close.
We'll have to go to the review room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Watch
dude.
it back.
Wait, hold on. Back to the superstitions. Do you actually have any
Yeah,
actual
hold-
superstitions, or
sleep?
are you just cheating to get a good time? Say sleep.
Stuff I do before games.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I will take a nap before every game.
Really?
Like
But-
right before.
Maybe okay. So I'll take a nap during our like team dinner.
Totally.
And that's like 5-ish.
Okay.
We play at 7:30.
You guys have
Okay.
team dinners before games?
Yeah.
Dude, the mountain
Dang.
biking team doesn't have team dinner.
Yeah, we're not like you guys. What are those like? Are those fun? I've never heard of this.
The team dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's kind of like y'all's dinner, but just like the whole football team, and it's kind of like the point where everyone starts to like, okay, like
That would
lock
be
in.
lit.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
be lit. I know y'all just had the banquet. How'd that go?
It was. It was. I don't want to say it was another banquet because it wasn't.
Yeah.
But it was like a transition from Coach Potter to
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it wasn't just another
So,
band.
so Bradford did it. He was up on the mic the whole time. How does that work?
So, okay, we have this thing where it's near the end, but the juniors will come back up to the stage and line up in front of everybody, and they'll stand there for a little bit, and the head coach will talk about the juniors and what their goal is next year. Kinda.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
And Coach Potter, he was talking mostly before that, and then eventually he said, "Coach Bradford,
Ooh,
it's on you now." So,
dang.
Passing the torch.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
literally,
crazy.
literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does that feel? So we talked to Bradford as we had him on a couple episodes ago. But how does it
feel
as a player?
right?
Like that's a big name. Potter is a
Yeah.
huge name.
Yeah.
And a big legacy.
To me, it's like Bradford came to Macaulay under Coach Potter, so it's like kind of all he knows about football.
Full circle, right?
Yeah, it's like it's what Coach Potter kind of taught him, or like just the values kind of what Macaulay football is. So even he said this. He doesn't think a lot of things will change. Now, I'm sure, like, eventually, like, a little something will change, but, like, the same principles will probably still be there.
Yeah, and, that's interesting. That's basically what he said, too.
Yeah,
I mean, he was like, yeah, man, I feel like it's important to have a familiar face in the coach's office. And, dude, I've been walking by the coach's office in the SAC, totally getting, like, stripped out and redone. And, dude, it's going to be sick.
Doing it.
Excited for Bradford football.
So, kind of moving off of the topic of football, as I'm sure you know, and as the entire school knows, due to the dress down day today.
Lit.
Insane win over Baylor Wrestling.
Shout out James Cheese
And
Cross.
you had a match.
I did.
How were you feeling after that win?
It was like, because I don't really, all, like, my wrestling, like, career, like, I started in 6th grade.
Yeah.
And even then, like, we had a really good team, but we just never beat Baylor.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, to be our senior night.
Dude, yeah, that's tough.
Electric.
Yeah.
That's
It's like, I don't know. It was kind of surreal, like, just doing it,
Finally
my
did
senior
it, right?
year. Yeah.
Just
even, like, especially coming off football.
Yeah,
like,
dude, that's what I was
it's
gonna
like,
it's like double, right?
yeah, it's like I didn't lose senior year.
Yeah.
Like,
Mama, we made it.
That's so sick. Yeah, dude, that was so crazy. If you guys didn't hear, we had, it all came down to the final match, and at the very last second of the final match, which was
James Cross.
James Cross, yeah, he pinned the guy, as time expired, and the whole student section went crazy. And Mr. Burns was like waving everybody on, and then Mr. Hopping was like, no, stay back. And Mr. Burns was like, no, I'm sorry, stay back.
Yeah.
But dude, yeah, that was crazy. When is y'all's next match?
We have the team state duels Friday and Saturday.
Wow.
So it's moving into state championship
we're in
tournament.
postseason now.
How you feeling
Postseason
about that?
stuff.
Are you a little anxious, ready, eager?
Again, for my high school wrestling, I don't think we've been to state duels. So, like, it's kind of just all, like, the first time happening. Yeah. And, so we're in the room practicing for a week, and then, we go wrestle. We usually have, like, 2 weeks to just straight practice, and then it's to individual state. And I actually I practiced with James.
No kidding.
Yeah, and little, like, funny story. Before I want to say Tuesday, the week of the Macaulay Baylor match, me and him, like, I don't know what was going on that practice, but me and James just started going at it. Like,
really?
Yes. Like, it was bad. Like, we were just supposed to be, just kind of really going light.
Yeah.
And me and James just
opened up.
Yeah, we start clubbing each other.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like,
that's crazy.
It wasn't even wrestling. We were really just fighting.
Yeah.
But, like,
Yeah.
trying to, like, do some moves.
Yeah.
But after the Baylor match, he came up to me. He said,
I'm so sorry. I love you.
He just said, thanks for pushing me.
Wow.
I was like, I never really thought about that. Like, me and him just fighting each
Essentially
other.
fighting,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's kind of just like, kind of a little full circle moment.
Yeah. How do you walk away from something like that happening? Because obviously, as young men, our tempers oftentimes flare up pretty quickly.
Pretty quick at the all boys school, right?
But how do you walk away from a moment like that and still be able to look the guy in the eye and respect him? How does that work? How does that look on the wrestling team?
Yeah, for me, like, that's the thing I could never do about wrestling, right? Like, you're sensibly kind of trying to pin this guy and get him and hurt him, right? And then afterwards, you walk up, shake his hand, and you're just like, hey.
It's like, it's kind of, at the end of the day, you kind of, you have to have respect going into it.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, oh, like, you hate this person. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
totally.
hate anybody I wrestle. For the most part, I don't know anybody I wrestle.
Yeah.
So it's like, you understand what he's trying to do, and he understands what your goal is at the same time.
But they're not the same.
At the same time, you're like, you're hurting each other. Like,
Right.
That's all you're doing. And it's, I don't know how to put it. It's kind of just, once that final whistle blows, it's like,
That's it.
It's whatever. Like, you can't change anything now. It happened.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got to shake his hand, keep going.
Yeah.
So you're wrestling at 190, right?
Yeah.
And so did you have to bulk for that or cut? We're kind of going to move into like the struggles of wrestling, right? What would you say some of those look like, making weight?
This year, I didn't have to do anything because I'm, just walking around. I'm 190,
Clutch.
195.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, but last year, we had a 182-pound weight class, and that's what I wrestled in.
Yeah.
So
Do you have a special diet? What'd you do? Run with a garbage bag on and stuff, or what?
we can't do that. I think it's actually in the rules now. We can't do that.
Oh,
anymore.
Wow.
shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I would, depending on when we wrestled. So if we wrestled on, usually a Saturday, or later in the week, I would, wear my sweats and all that to practice in, and just continuously like kind of going a little harder than everyone else. And the diet, it wasn't. I didn't really do it the best way.
Yeah.
I won't lie, but earlier on in the week, it'd just be just like fish,
Right.
rice,
Ugh.
chicken.
I hear some
Fruits.
horror stories, right, where like guys just won't eat it all, right?
Well, I mean,
I
you
have
kinda keep
done
yourself-
that.
that's crazy though.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you only do that when it's like it's really bad.
Dire, yeah.
Like I was like, I don't even know if my coach knows this, but I was like 4 or 5 pounds over like maybe the day before, and it was after a practice.
Holy smokes!
And so
After practice is brutal
Yeah,
because you don't
after
have much
practice.
water
Right.
weight.
and so I had to go home. I took a 30-minute nap, and then I went to Jetty Miller's house.
Jetty, bro.
And me and him, he has a little mat in his garage.
Yeah.
And so me and him were just going at
Sparring.
it.
Dude.
Yeah, I slept at his house.
That's crazy.
That was it. And then the next day you woke up, weighed in.
Dude, that's
Wow.
crazy.
That's commitment right there, dude.
Dude, love Jetty, bro. Great guy.
Clutch.
Great guy. So moving back to football, you're talking about beating Baylor twice in the same year. How would you say your reaction winning the state championship against Baylor, which just seems like a fairy tale, to winning, beating Baylor in a wrestling match? What were the differences?
It's like obviously the football game. It's always gonna have like the most hype of kind of really any sport.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most publicity and yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. Like to me, wrestling is more like a. It's more like a what are you gonna do in that moment? Like
Right.
you gotta go. You can only worry about what you're doing right
It's
now.
individual.
Because you're toe to toe with the guy,
Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
it.
And there's nobody else out
it's,
there.
It's just you out there.
Mhm.
So it's like, if you can't blame anybody else. You can't like blame it on other things because no one really cares. Like
Yeah.
everyone watched it happen.
Right.
Yeah,
And
dude.
it's just you two. But football, I would even say on our team, like we would blame it on other people, but it's like it was just us as a team coming together,
Right.
like for our final time, and probably honestly playing one of our best games like
Yeah,
together.
totally.
Oh, man. Again, I'm
Incredible.
electric in the stadium.
Incredible
Insane.
plays,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, that was beautiful to watch.
It was so hard to like hear like anything.
Anything.
Dude.
Really down
Yeah.
there? That's the thing I'm always curious about because I heard I think it was Carson Lawrence got concussed, right? And he was like, did we beat the red team? Like he was
Yeah.
all out of it. Can you like focus with all that's going on in the stands when you're down there?
Like you obviously know like I'm here, like I gotta do my job. That's kind of what
Right.
our goal is. Like each individual is like I have to do my job and it'll all come together. But yeah, like even like just when you're looking at the sideline, like if I'm looking at Bradford for the play call,
Right.
I can see all the stands and like I can see y'all just like doing
Yeah.
whatever y'all are doing, and like sometimes I'd admit I would get lost
Yeah.
like in it, and then I'd like snap back, be like, hey, like I gotta
Yeah.
actually
Tunnel
play.
vision,
Dude,
right,
that's
yeah.
crazy,
You know,
bro.
being a running back's different.
Yeah,
too,
running
right?
back, you get the ball and, it's
you're
all
just-
on you.
Good luck, right? You
Yeah.
got 6'4" guys charging you down.
But my old linemen,
Dude.
love those guys.
Yeah,
Clutch
they're
up.
beefy, bro.
Massive.
Yeah,
they're,
but
si-
for
yeah, they're
real.
huge.
So how long have you been playing football? I know so you mentioned you wrestled since the 6th grade,
Yeah,
right?
6th
So about football same time or?
No, I started playing flag. I was 4.
Dang.
And I started-
What?
Dang.
Yeah. Then tackle, I was 5, about to turn 6. Okay, so for senior, I'm really young. I'm 17.
Yeah.
Right.
And I turned 18 August 24th.
Okay.
So I was, and for the deadline when I was 5, I was about to turn 6, but like I still wasn't there to play in the
Yeah.
Did they fudge your age?
Nah.
Who is that?
But I was actually in the same age group as Cooper Gentle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I started playing with Cooper Gentle when I was 5. Then I turned 6.
Another tank, bro.
Yeah.
Super huge.
Yeah, and then that's how I met the whole Gentle family, and actually like start to know about Macaulay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know they were all Macaulay all the time and talking to
Yeah,
Carson. Huh. And what is I know as a senior and this is a big time of a lot of excitement with college athletics. Are you looking to play in college, or are you looking to?
Yeah, I am. Right now I have an offer from UT Martin.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Yeah, and a coach from TSU, Tennessee State, texted me
cool.
today. And I've been talking with him for a while, so it's between probably those two.
Yeah, it's all unraveling as we speak, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's prime. So, we kind of touched base a little bit on the running back, and I'm sure that it's intense, right? Do you think if you had the opportunity to play any position, what do you think you could play?
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Is this a sore subject?
No. I'm gonna be realistic.
All right.
I'm not playing quarterback. 'Cause
Okay.
1, too short to really see over the line, like truly.
Dude, they get tall,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. I played a little bit in linebacker this year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How'd you
so-
like that?
Honestly, it's not that bad. Like once you get in the mindset of like, I'm just gonna go hit somebody.
Yeah.
hit every
yeah,
play.
like
You heard that, Ola, man? Your job's easy. He said it.
What?
Starting beef.
Nah,
No, I'm trolling. He's trolling.
but it actually eventually. I mean, I'm not saying you get a lot of concussions or anything, but
Yeah.
like you kind of just get numb to the hits. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you
like,
got to
I'm
get
done.
willing to just like take the pain, right?
Yeah, you just got to forget about it. But hey, it's gonna happen. Might as well just hit them as hard as I can.
Yeah,
too.
dude, I'm
So,
saying. That's crazy.
It's tough.
I do genuinely think I could play a little slot receiver.
Yay.
Okay.
Dude, who doesn't? Put on the wheels. Let's go, bro. Let's go.
And then if I really had to,
Mm-hmm.
maybe a little corner. If
Alright.
I really
you
had
really
to.
had to?
Yeah.
Would you want to though? Like if you wanted to play any position, like you could switch out a running back.
If I wanted,
If you
like,
wanted
I
to.
could,
Yeah, exactly.
probably wide receiver.
Yeah.
I like. To me, wide receivers kind of have it easy. Not like
Yeah. They get all the airtime.
yeah,
bro.
they're little
Yeah.
pretty boys out there.
They are, bro. Carson's always getting featured out there.
Dude, he do be making some
Yeah,
athletic
no, it's
catches, though,
valid.
bro.
Yeah,
That's true though. I mean, I'm sure that's like the dream, right? It's quarterback or wide receiver.
Yeah, it's kind of it's the ones you see, but
Yeah.
nah, I call them pretty boys, but they actually do work. Really
Dude,
hard.
but I remember seeing all the videos and stuff, and like I don't like this like huge mass of like 250, 300 pound guys, and like here comes Javon McMahon just boom, or like bouncing off guys.
It's
that was
crazy.
That was like the Baylor game. You were just freaking running through.
I was
That
getting
crazy.
goosebumps, bro. No
Dude, it was
lie. When you
lit,
just
bro.
boom straight up, I was like,
Yeah,
Hold
bro, that
up.
was lit. And that was after
Step
that.
back
Was
a minute.
That was that. What was the Baylor regular season game that you got all that traction on social media after that? What was?
that was the Brentwood game.
Oh, it was Brentwood game.
Okay, yeah.
That was at Brentwood.
what was it like playing them?
So they like to talk like on the field.
Oh no,
Ooh, yikes.
And
like smack?
yeah,
Yeah.
and I do too. Like a lot. Like it gets really bad.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
And you could ask anybody. I'm like the main one, and they're all like, they're just all telling me like, dude, shut up.
Yeah.
But but like to me, they were all like kind of doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Like at least their defense was. They weren't really like playing
Acting as
together.
a unit.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's something I'll say I notice about Macaulay that does really well. Is it's not like a one-man team, right? Like it's not like Carson makes up the team or Jeremy or you or Carson, right? Like it's one big machine that's working together for a common goal, which makes us different, right?
Yeah, that's actually one thing that I'd say Coach Potter not only just taught me about football, but it's kind of like a life thing. Like if you're in a business somewhere, like you gotta trust other people to do their
Right.
job, you know.
Yeah.
So we kind of from like day one in camp, it was like if you learn your job and do your job, you don't have to worry about anything else because you know and trust that the person behind you or next to you is gonna do what they have to do.
That's a beautiful thing
same
too,
with,
right?
Same with wrestling, dude. Especially when you can't be out there and make
Right.
dude.
Oh, that must be so nerve wracking. Once you're done with your match,
you're
right?
just
You're
sitting there,
watching.
you're kind
You're
of just like, well, I
So
know what
whichever
you can
way
do.
the wind blows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
And in talking about college, and honestly, like, I mean, I'm in the same boat too. Like, what is the rest of senior year looking like for you? Because low-key, my dad's a pretty intense guy, and he told me to start senior sliding. Dude, I've been sliding, brother, but not too bad, not too bad. I swear. But what does that look like for you?
My classes this semester, at least, I have David Cook.
Ooh, goat.
Dub.
Yeah,
Dog.
Goat. Dog. First day, he asked like, "What do you want the class to be?" And everyone kind of just sat there, and I was like, "No test, no homework."
Bet.
He writes it on the board.
Bang.
All right, I don't feel like that's necessary for a class. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I like this guy.
Yeah, dude.
And we meditate twice a week.
What?
That's lit,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Dude, senior electives are for real, bro. It's like you
Hopping on that.
want to be in every class, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of like all my teachers right now, like, yeah, they're my teachers, but like I can also just like talk to them. So it's not really like, oh, I'm sitting in a class for 50 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm just talking to my friends, and
Yeah.
everyone else is a senior in that class, or
Yeah, totally.
might be a little few
Right.
juniors in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for real.
you let them slide.
Yeah.
But that's something that's so great about Macaulay too, though, is that like teachers are like they're your friends,
Yeah.
right? Like you can relate to them.
Yeah, like if you go in the Learn Center, you'll probably see a lot of people in Ms. Burns' office.
Yeah.
Right.
We're really just in there talking. Like
Yeah.
it's not like we're not talking about like whatever.
Yeah.
But like for the most part, we're just
Hanging out.
just hanging out between classes.
For sure.
Dude.
For
All
sure.
right. All right. We have a second game.
Okay.
Dead.
It is
Deadly.
called Guess That Teacher. So we'll give you some various hints. And should we give him any like lifelines? Nah.
Lifelines?
Well, you get three guesses.
Okay.
I feel
Okay.
like a lifeline would be fun though. We haven't done that.
Well, should we like withhold a hint and then?
Yeah. We can do that.
All right, let's
Valid.
withhold the first one.
Valid.
Let's withhold the first one.
Okay.
All right, you
So
go.
wait. We're not saying
Not
A.
saying A, so go with B.
B.
You get
Teaches
double points if you don't use A. Okay, keep going.
Here we go.
There are no points.
Teaches a class that is not one of the core subjects.
Okay. Teaches classes in the middle school and upper school. All right, this hadn't been narrowed down yet.
Dang. You've had her as a teacher.
We gave away the first hint that she was a female, but
Oh,
she's a
dang.
female as well.
No,
That's
he wouldn't have picked up on that.
yes, you said her, bro. All right.
Okay, and
keep
she's a
going.
female.
She's from Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Oh, he's lost. All right, last
Lock
one.
in. Do I say the last one?
Yeah.
All right. Taught at several different public schools before coming to Macaulay.
Several different.
Bro, this is like
we have some lifelines. We
this
do
is
have
the
one.
hardest guess.
Do you have a guess?
Bro.
Do you have a guess
Yeah.
before? Because we have some more info,
Well, okay.
but you get
We'll
one.
run back through them,
Do
too.
one guess.
Yeah.
If you need us to repeat, we can.
Oh, what's her name? Is it Nicole Pitts?
No way, bro. How did you do
Yo,
that?
how'd
go.
you?
Dude, What? Yeah. See, so it's the string ensemble teacher,
Yeah.
Macaulay and GPS honors orchestra conductor.
Dang,
and then
bro.
it says Javon knows her.
This
And
was
Miss Pitts.
that was
Yeah.
it. This is literally the hardest one we've had because it's female teaches a class
Yeah,
that's not a
there's-
core subject. Teaches classes in middle school and upper school.
That could be
Out of-
anybody,
out
bro.
of
Opens
think
the field.
back. That was
Nicole Pitts. How do you know Miss Pitts?
okay.
Dang,
So
dude.
in sixth grade we had I don't even remember her name, but there was an orchestra teacher. She left my sixth grade year. We had another one seventh grade year. She left after my seventh grade year.
Couldn't handle the heat.
I mean, to be honest,
Cutthroat.
it was very fair.
Yeah,
we
y'all
were
are
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
We were
we're
terrible.
a little
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, but and then Miss Pitts came, and like everyone kind of like we kind of like liked her. We were like,
Yeah.
okay, like she's cool.
Had some mutual respect going
Yeah,
on.
and then I didn't really know I was gonna keep playing in high school, and then I ended up playing the viola again, 9th grade, then 10th grade. Like, okay, I don't think she knows this, but also like as a joke, I was like, hey, I want to learn how to play the bass, like the big
Yeah,
stand-up
Yeah,
bass.
yeah.
And she was
You
like,
gotta haul those things
yeah,
just
around.
trolls.
Yeah.
she was like, oh, okay, sure. And then like a week or two go by, I'm like, all right, whatever. Like she definitely forgot. And then, that time passes and a bass is just sitting in the classroom.
Dude, that's
she's
sick.
like, I got you your bass. And I'm like, oh no.
Oh, no.
Here
we go.
And you still play. We didn't even touch on that earlier.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I play every day now.
Okay.
But I can still like read all the music and all that.
Yeah. That's impressive.
Yeah,
that's
I have
a skill. Yeah.
I have a guitar in my house.
Okay. Writing the songs?
Nah. The last song I remember how to play is Despacito, actually.
There you go.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah,
we have a guitar for you. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, Mr. Roberts.
We put you on the spot, dude.
Yeah.
We put Tommy on the spot one time.
we
He like cranked out some songs. Tommy from the dining
Wasn't
hall.
he freestyling?
Yeah, he was like singing. It was like some R&B. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it was
he
impressive.
it was cool though. All right. You wanna
All
hang
right.
on?
So, I mean, you've been a great guest. If there's...
Wait.
Oh,
we have
wait.
another question.
Yeah, I'm about to ask.
Oh,
I'm
my
about
bad. All right, cut it.
This guy, amateur. Please edit that out.
Sally.
You've been awesome. We have a final question for you.
Okay.
If there's any advice you could offer, I mean, I guess it'd really be a sixth grader too, right? Because you came here in the middle school, or a freshman at Macaulay who's considering Macaulay or currently here. What advice would you offer them? God, I sold. Holy cow.
This is coming from a place of me not really, I wouldn't say not doing what I'm supposed to, but not taking full advantage of it.
Yeah.
In middle school, you're kind of like learning things out. You're away from your friends for the first time. Because you're going to this private school, and you don't really go to private school at elementary school.
Yeah, totally.
So you're going away from most people. So honestly, just like learn who's around you, and like make friends as soon as possible. Because like the connection I've had with a few of the guys like over these 7 years, like Carson Kaufman, Carson Gentle, they've both been here since 6th grade, and we still really good friends to this day.
Yeah.
And if you come in high school, or when you come to high school, just again also take advantage of the resources that Macaulay has, and expand your connections outside of Macaulay. Because it eventually, it's good to have the friends that but soon you'll realize everyone might know somebody that knows somebody.
Right.
The gates get small pretty quick.
Yeah,
so.
That's true.
It just build on that, and eventually you'll have some really good connections, and just honestly, well, at least I'm hoping some lifetime friends.
Good, totally.
Absolutely.
Totally.
That's good advice for sure.
It's been a great time.
It
Thank
has.
you for coming on.
Been an amazing guest. For real, it's fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude, that was a lot of good things have happened this year. Basketball was tough, but wrestling and football were lit. We were chanting like, "Let's play football, let's play football" at the basketball game. Those
poor guys.
Funny, but
It is what it is. Well,
all right,
Love those guys though.
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
All right, join us next week
for
another Hooli.
Plural. Hoolies. Ireland, Scotland. A party. An evening of traditional music and dance.
There you go. There's your word of the day. Hooli.
There he
Hooley.
is.
That is to expand your vocabulary. Thank you, Javon. And join us next week. Follow us on Instagram and wherever you find us, and Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Thanks to Tristan. He's cooking some stuff up always.
That's right.
Might have some
Big shout out.
Grandparents' Day stuff coming up.
Hopefully.
They were asking about.
Shout out to our writer Akil. He's been doing great.
Goated. All right. Peace.